The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, or Tolle, whatever you want to say. This freaking book was one of the best books I ever read, and boy, did I need this book. I've always struggled my entire life with being present, and this is just going to be a book review about The Power of Now and about Eckhart Tolle. I'm not going to go through the whole book and everything, just some key points that I learned, and I'll probably miss something because I'm doing this off the cuff, because they're all unscripted, remember. So, Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. It's a book basically about learning about the power of now, about being present in the now and not living in the past, which is what causes regret, or living in the future, which is what causes anxiety. It's about living in the now and doing things now. And I believe every human on the planet should read this book, and it took me quite a long time, I'm embarrassed to say, to read it. I think it took me like 4 weeks. I didn't read it as much as I should have, but I read pretty much every day, but only a little bit. The verbiage in there, I had to look up a couple things. A lot of it's not as smooth of a read because it's more of a knowledge thing. It's not a story or anything like that. But I got through it, and I'm really proud I did, and I learned a lot. I bookmarked a couple pages. I highlighted some stuff. I actually did something recently where I put down my highlighter and didn't really use it for reading, because what it does is it causes me to go, okay, I need to highlight that so I remember it. Well, no, I'm not going to remember it anyway. I could just dog-ear a page. I have a few pages dog-eared in there that I really like, and I can go back and read if I want to. But highlighting everything is just annoying to me, and it just causes like almost where you take too aggressive notes, too many notes almost. Where give me 1 second here. I got a plane up there flying overhead. So anyway, The Power of Now. It's like I said, it's a book about the power of now. It's about being present in the now moment. And what's interesting about this book is, it talks about things like the pain body, and the pain body is stuff that the stuff that your whole life, what's created you pain. Your pain body can be reactivated through the ego, and the ego is kind of it's controlled by time, and it's really hard to put all this into words. Eckhart Tolle puts it all into words, but your ego is basically what you want to avoid, and it's not like a big-headed thing. Your ego is more reactive. Your ego is more, you tend to have fear, anxiety, anger, sadness, all the emotions like that in your ego, and you don't want to live life in ego. You want to live your life consciously, not unconsciously, in the ego. And the ego likes to activate the pain body because it's used to it. Now, when you change something about yourself, like I don't want to live, like they use an example about, somebody that, there's a person that comes to my head because they talk about it toward the end of the book, but somebody that is in an abusive relationship keeps going back to more people that abuse them in relationships. And what that is that's the pain body, and the ego wants that pain body to keep being reactivated because that's what it knows. It knows that I'm part of these abusive relationships, and that's something that your pain body and your ego knows. So it goes back to that, and it reverts back to that because it's something it knows, rather than changing because your body's afraid of change. I mean, not your body, your ego and your mind is afraid of change. So even if it's something that's painful, it's something that's familiar. And that's just an example. But basically, some of the big things I took away from it, one of the most profound things was negativity. And negativity, a lot of the times people subconsciously revert to negativity because they think it will get them out of their current situation. And I've definitely done this in my life, which was really profound and interesting for me to hear. Sorry, I burned my chicken up a little bit. Anyway, what I was saying was your pain body. I lost it. I'm really sorry about that. But these are all one-take shows, so I'm going to do it. See, I burned my chicken a little bit, so I got to grab it off the grill for a quick second. But basically, people that are in situations they don't like, a lot of times they revert to negativity. Like, I'll never be able to get out of this situation, right? Or I'll never be able to change this. Or it'll just probably always be this way because that's what your body is used to. It's used, or just because that's what your body actually truly believes, that by being negative like this, it will get out of its current situation. Not your body, but your ego. So I know I'm all over the place. Just read the damn book. The book is so amazing. If you struggle with anxiety or regret or anything of that nature, I really, really, really highly recommend this book. And I'm probably going to read it again. It's something I'm always going to probably have with me. Even though I'm traveling and stuff, it's something I'm going to have with me. all the time in my house. So anyway, The Power of Now, I'm probably going to give this to certain people. Gift it, not this copy, but different copies to certain people. It's a really good book. I recommend it. The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. Check it out. I will talk to you guys later. Oh, and my next book I'm reading is going to be Losing My Virginity by Richard Branson. This is a big motherfucking book, but I'm excited to read it because I think it's going to teach me a lot of lessons about just taking action, just doing it. So, Power of Now, Eckhart Tolle, done. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.